Hi, welcome back to Tapping In with Cheryl. I want to bring you part 3 of The Dark Night of the Soul, and I'd like to share with you a channeling that came from Shiva on February 18th that has to do with this, kind of the after effect of going through that process. So I'm going to dive right in and read it for you. Shiva says, "You are a warrior. Your steadfastness has paid off. That is what is required of souls that don't quit and ones that get back up over and over again when they are knocked down. The times you live in are tumultuous. There are rumors of things to come. Some are true and some are not. You know how to check in with yourself, what resonates. You know how to feel your way through uncertain times. This is a skill that more should develop. It would serve them well. Being a peaceful warrior means many things. First, you must be solid in your intention without ego involvement. This requires knowing yourself. You know yourself truly when all else has been stripped away, aka the dark night of the soul. Warriors can be misunderstood because they are so focused. We do not play ordinary mortal games. That confuses others. It's easier to make us a target rather than to ask questions into understanding. But that is not our concern. Being focused and fully committed will accomplish more than you can imagine. They have given, that is what Mary and Salvatore have done, and those are some friends of mine. They have given their all to what they have been called to do. Now so have you. That is why you have no patience with those that just want to dabble, but do not really want to get their hands dirty. This is not an easy path, as you know, but it is a very valuable one. This is where miracles happen and trajectories are changed. This is where real differences happen. You and others are not martyrs, but committed souls driven by love and the desire to expand that love. That is why you did not have it, referring to in your earlier life, not having that love and support. It now drives you for more. No one is deprived in this kingdom. No one goes without. But it is those that are committed to see it through that make the changes happen. You all contain an inner fierceness that cannot be stopped. You left it all on the table and there's nothing to turn back to. Yes, you have free will, but at this stage of the game, there are no other choices. Stay calm and carry on are your marching orders. This stay calm part is very important. Your training and focus now pays off. You didn't understand that You didn't understand that necessity in the beginning, but now you do. This was warrior training, not a war with others, but the war you fought with yourself in order to rise. This was the rising of the phoenix. Yes, you had to turn to ashes before your own resurrection. This was purification. Now you are a fully fit warrior. Nothing is left to hold you back. Purification is a necessary stage in order to move forward with full purpose, focus, and power. You can't carry the old baggage with you. You can't fly with the past on your back. More layers were peeled away in the past 2 years than you even realized. The power will build and rise, not in force, but in wisdom and discernment. Force has never been your way anyway. We are returning to the divine feminine. That's what you were missing in your dark night of the soul. The divine feminine was longed for, but this world still operated too much in the force and the demand. You mentioned the need for someone to be present with you during the dark night. That was you longing for the divine feminine. You needed the gentleness. The whole world longs for that too. Take that in. The whole world longs for that all at once. They don't know how to find it. They don't even know that that's what their soul needs. The masculine energies are so deeply ingrained, they don't know there is an option. Imagine a whole, blind, ignorant world seeking, but for what? Now do you understand the huge undertaking? This shift only happens by example, one soul at a time, soul to soul. This is presence. Do not underestimate its power. It has the power to change the course of humanity. So bring this into your remembrance more often. Be still, be present. Those moments of presence are like tiny firecrackers that turn into love bombs. Boom. You see that with your clients. You know how to be present and listen. You know how to read between the lines to go deeper. You are right where you need to be, doing what you need to do. Help others learn how to be truly present. You know this is a place you feel happiest and fulfilled. Seeing the lights go on for others brings you great joy. That is the way it's supposed to work. This joy builds momentum. Then they go out lighter and brighter and expand that out into their world. It's that domino effect. Take care of your corner of the world. The rest will naturally expand. This is why we need many warriors. It speeds up the expansion exponentially. This is how you usher in new earth. It builds like a wave, and then you have a joyous tsunami. But you just tend to one moment at a time in presence. It really touched me when they started talking about the divine feminine and how much, not just myself longed for that when I was going through my dark night, but how much everyone in the world longs for that gentleness. We've been dominated by the masculine energy forever and ever, it feels like, and the tide is turning. The divine feminine is rising, and going through this process makes me more aware, more connected and tuned into that part of it too. But there's still, like they said, there's a fierceness that's rising, a fierceness that comes, but it comes in a more gentle way. It's still strong and it's still powerful, but it's more gentle. It's kind of hard to explain that idea. But as you've gone through your dark night, or maybe you're going through it right now, realize there is a payoff. There is a different you waiting to be born at the end of this, with more strength, more clarity, and more gentleness for yourself and for others. I think this is the last part on the dark night of the soul, because I didn't expect this one to come up. So I hope that gives you a few things to think about where you're at, what you've gone through, and how it is strengthening you as your soul evolves. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day.